Do you struggle to stay motivated and accomplish your goals? Well, I have the solution. We all know that staying motivated can feel like an uphill battle. One day you're fired up, ready to conquer the world, and the next, you're asking yourself why you even bothered to set goals in the first place, and that's normal. Motivation is not a constant, but a variable. It fluctuates, ebbs and flows. But what if I told you there are ways to keep that motivation burning bright more often than not? That's right. The key to achieving your goals is not some elusive, mystical force, but a science-backed process. It's about understanding the mechanics of motivation, the why and the how. And once you've understood that, you'll find that staying motivated isn't as hard as it seems. So let's dive in, shall we? In this video, I'll share my top tips for staying motivated and crushing your goals in 2024. Tip 1 is to break down big goals into smaller, manageable steps. As we stride forward into 2024, let's take a moment to consider what this truly means. Picture a mountain. It's daunting, isn't it? Now imagine if you had to scale that mountain in a single leap. Impossible, right? But what if you could break that mountain down into smaller hills or even individual steps? Suddenly, the impossible becomes possible. This is the power of breaking down your goals. It's like turning a mountain into a series of manageable hills. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. To break down your goals, start with the end in mind. What is that big, audacious goal you're aiming for? Got it? Good. Now ask yourself, what are the key steps or milestones that you need to reach to achieve this goal? These are your smaller goals. But why does this work? Well, it's all about the psychology of achievement. When we set a big goal, it can often feel overwhelming. The sheer size of it can be enough to make us give up before we've even started. But when we break it down into smaller, manageable steps, each step feels achievable. And each time we achieve one of these smaller goals, it gives us a sense of progress. This progress fuels our motivation, making us more likely to keep going. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. With each small goal you achieve, your confidence grows, your motivation increases, and your snowball gets bigger. Before you know it, you've achieved your big goal, and all it took was taking that first small step. So, as you move forward into 2024, remember to break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. And when you achieve each of these smaller goals, give yourself a pat on the back. You're making progress, you're moving forward, and that's something to celebrate. Give yourself credit for small wins along the way, celebrate these mini milestones. Tip 2 is to remind yourself why this goal matters to you. Goals are like the North Star, guiding us through the dark, helping us navigate life's winding paths. But often we lose sight of our North Star. We forget why we embarked on this journey in the first place. If you've ever found yourself in this situation, don't worry, you're not alone. It's a common occurrence, especially when we're pursuing long-term goals. The key to staying motivated is to regularly remind ourselves of why our goals matter. To do this, we need to connect our goals to our personal values and sense of purpose. This connection is like a deep well of energy that fuels our motivation. So, how exactly do you make this connection? Start by asking yourself some fundamental questions. Why is this goal important to me? How does it align with my values? How does it contribute to my sense of purpose? Take some time to reflect on these questions. You might be surprised by what you discover. Perhaps you're pursuing a fitness goal because you value health and longevity, or maybe you're working towards a career goal because it aligns with your passion for helping others. Whatever the reason, understanding why your goal matters to you can reignite your motivation and drive. Now here's the interesting part. Our values and sense of purpose aren't static. They evolve as we grow and learn. This means that the reasons why our goals matter to us can also change over time. So, make it a habit to revisit these questions regularly. It's an opportunity to reassess your goals and realign them with your evolving values and purpose. Remember, motivation isn't a one-off event. It's a process that requires regular nurturing. Connecting your goals to your values and sense of purpose is a powerful way to sustain your motivation. It's like a lighthouse guiding you back to your path whenever you lose your way. When you know why it matters, you'll be more motivated to put in the work. Tip 3 is to get accountable and share your goals with others. Now, why is this important? Well, accountability acts like a mirror, reflecting our progress and actions towards our goals. It's a powerful tool that can keep us on track, boost our motivation, and propel us forward. Imagine you're trying to run a marathon. You've set your training schedule, bought the right gear, and you're ready to go. But if you're training alone, it can be easy to skip a run here, cut a workout short there. Now imagine you have a running buddy, someone who's expecting you at the park, come rain or shine. Suddenly those excuses seem less appealing. Why? Because you're accountable to someone else. You're not just letting yourself down, you're letting them down too. That's the power of accountability. It taps into our natural desire not to let others down and uses it as a source of motivation. It's not about fear of judgment or criticism. It's about responsibility, commitment, and mutual support. Sharing your goals with others also invites them to join your journey. It opens up opportunities for encouragement, advice, and shared experiences. It makes your goal less of a personal endeavor and more of a communal effort. And there's something incredibly motivating about knowing you're not alone in your pursuit. But remember, it's crucial to choose the right people to share your goals with. You want individuals who will offer constructive feedback, inspire you, and cheer you on. They should be people you trust and respect and who share or understand your aspirations. An accountability partner can take this a step further. This could be a friend, a mentor, or a coach. The key is to establish regular check-ins where you discuss progress, challenges, and next steps. This relationship is a two-way street where both parties are invested in each other's success. So, consider getting an accountability partner to check in with weekly. They'll help you stay committed, keep you motivated, and support you when the going gets tough. Because when it comes to achieving your goals, sometimes it really does take a village. Tip 4 is to anticipate obstacles ahead of time. In life, as in any journey, we often encounter unexpected hiccups and hurdles. These can range from minor distractions to major roadblocks, and if we're not prepared, they can derail our progress towards our goals. They might even cause us to abandon our goals entirely. However, the key to staying motivated isn't to avoid these obstacles, but rather to anticipate them. Think of it this way. If you're going on a road trip, you don't just start driving without any preparation. You check the weather, plan your route, maybe even pack an emergency kit. Similarly, when working towards a goal, it's vital to identify potential distractions and motivational slumps that might come your way. Perhaps you know that you tend to procrastinate when a task seems overwhelming. Or maybe you get distracted easily by social media or other commitments. Or it could be that you've noticed a pattern where your motivation dips after a few weeks of working on a new goal. These are all obstacles that you can anticipate. Once you've identified these potential obstacles, you can start to develop strategies to overcome them. If you tend to procrastinate, you might break your task into smaller, more manageable steps. If social media is a distraction, you could schedule specific times for checking your accounts. And if your motivation tends to slump, you could plan for regular check-ins with an accountability partner to keep you on track. Develop strategies to overcome these setbacks when they happen. And tip 5 is to reward yourself for progress, not just the end result. It's a simple concept, but one that often gets overlooked in the hustle and bustle of achievement. You see, it's all too common to get caught up in the big picture, the end goal. And while that's certainly important, it can sometimes feel like you're always striving and never arriving. That's where rewarding progress comes in. It's about acknowledging the smaller steps, the mini milestones that you've conquered along the way. It's about pausing to give yourself a pat on the back, a moment to revel in your hard work and dedication. It's about creating a positive feedback loop where each accomplishment fuels your motivation to achieve more. So how can you reward yourself? Well, it doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be as simple as taking a moment to breathe and savor your success. Maybe it's treating yourself to that book you've been wanting to read, or perhaps it's a special meal, or even just a guilt-free afternoon off to do something you love. The key is to make it personal, something that brings you joy and serves as a reminder of your progress. This way, you're not just working towards some distant goal, but you're also enjoying the journey step by step. Schedule in small treats to stay motivated throughout the journey. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress, and that's something worth celebrating. If you implement these 5 tips, you'll be well on your way to sticking to your goals. So let's just recap. Break down your goals into bite-sized, manageable steps and celebrate each small victory. Always remember why your goals are important to you and connect them to your core values. Make yourself accountable by sharing your goals with others, and consider getting a buddy to check in with. Anticipate obstacles and plan for those inevitable motivational slumps. Develop strategies to overcome setbacks when they occur. And finally, reward yourself for progress along the way, not just the final achievement. These 5 tips are your roadmap to staying motivated and achieving your goals in 2024. And remember, each step you take, no matter how small, is progress. So keep going, keep striving, and keep celebrating your victories. You're on track for having an amazing 2024. Thanks for watching.